Team Jackson, what's happening? You know, everywhere I turn, I notice women are getting told how to get chosen by Mr. Right. And ain't nothing wrong with that, but newsflash, Mr. Wrong chooses too. Now, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes it don't matter what you do or don't do. Mr. Wrong still gonna shoot his shot. But I'm gonna tell you a few things that I know for a fact fuckboys look for when they're choosing their prey. The first thing he's gonna look for is a woman who's willing to be open and honest in the beginning about all the shit she's put up with from her ex. Why? Because ain't nothing sexier than a bullshit blueprint for him to follow. You're probably thinking, oh, because don't no man want to hear about all my drama. No, Mr. Right doesn't want to hear about your drama. A fuckboy's gonna be all ears, but for all the wrong reasons. He'll even ask questions like, damn, like what did you see in him for him to get away with all of that? And you thinking y'all having a quality conversation when he's just looking for footsteps he can follow too. Like we all know history likes to repeat itself. That's why we don't go to clubs that get shot up, because we know it could happen again. So if you tell him that you got played, guess what? He's gonna try to make that happen again. Now the second thing, and a lot of women make this mistake, but if you keep going on and on about how you're so tired of being single, online or on the first date, to a thirsty fuckboy, you're looking like a tall glass of Henny. Now this is not to be confused with wanting something real, because ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you complain about being single, that's a fuckboy's cue to make you feel like you're not, while technically never changing that status. Oh yeah, he'll call you every day, give you that TLC and attention and support and make you laugh like he's already in a relationship with you, so that you operate the same until you realize that you're not, and then he bounces. He's thinking if he acts like y'all are together, then he'll get access to you like y'all are together. And should you not give him that, then he'll back off and leave you to choose between either singleness that you hate so much or giving him what he wants. And more times than we'd like to admit, this works out in the fuckboy's favor. That's why it's power and leverage in being happy in your singleness until you get what you want and the man who wants the exact same thing. Now, I guess it's time to argue. Number 3 on the list of things Mr. Wrong looks for in a victim is a woman who does the absolute most for attention. Sexual attention, specifically. Now, ain't nothing wrong with a woman being sexy. If that dress fitting you right and that push-up bra brought them titties out to play, let them. Or if you've been in the gym working on your squats and the ass sitting a little higher, show it. However, if you hiking up your yoga pants into your ovaries so your camel toe can show, or you talking about your favorite positions every other caption, real men recognize game and so do fuckboys. Now, you can call everybody a misogynist if you want, but ask most men what they're looking for from a woman that goes the extra mile for sexual attention, and they're not going to say personality. But wanting sex doesn't make a man a bad person. But if you're doing the most for strictly sexual attention, then saying that you want a relationship, he's going to feel like you're playing games, thus you're a game to be played. And this is the crossroads both men and women come to when they meet somebody they perceive as being about the games. The real one's going to walk away, everybody else, they're going to stay and play. So the last thing fuckboys are looking for whenever they're choosing their prey are upfront, unearned exceptions to your rules. Like the worst thing you could do for a guy that you just met and he knows he ain't earned your trust is be talking about some, normally I don't go to a guy's house for the first date, but I'll make an exception for you. Why? Because number 1, you're going to sound like a bullshitter, which is going to ease his conscience about being a bullshitter with you. And 2, if you relax on that rule, what other rules you going to relax on that you don't normally do? I've said this before, I'll say it again. Real men are going to respect your boundaries, so don't worry about that running one of those off. But fuckboys, on the other hand, you give them an inch, they're going to take a marathon. Like it's best if you just don't even say what you normally don't do, because it ain't gonna make him think higher of you. In fact, it's probably gonna do the opposite. Matter of fact, it ain't even his business what you normally do. Like being concerned with what you normally do is the same as being concerned with your body count. And if a man is concerned with your body count, you should count him out, because insecurities and a real woman will never mix. If going to a guy's house is something that you don't do it. I don't care what he said. My car messed up, so I don't really want to go nowhere. Or I can cook better than any restaurant out here. We might as well eat in. Fuck that. So all that to say this, man, you can't always control who you attract, but you can control who you entertain. Same way you can't control who's knocking at your door, but you can decide who you let in to stay.